Why aren't we driving more rideshare? I mean, Uber was the first gig app I signed up for. 2015, 10 years ago. I've done thousands of trips on Uber and Lyft, and I just did rideshare this past weekend and made really good money over the Halloween weekend. Typically, it's gonna pay more than food delivery and other niches. You don't even have to get out of your vehicle. It seems pretty easy. What are we doing? Well, it seems pretty easy, yet of course that one thing that's not just a little bit different, but completely different than other niches, you have a passenger right behind you in your vehicle, of course. But if the money's right and the vast majority of these rides are conducted without any issue whatsoever, I've done it, might we want to look a little bit more at rideshare right now? Well, this is Nick, and interestingly, out of a different marketplace entirely, well, different country, out of London. Let's look at his first week ever driving for rideshare, for Uber specifically, to see if it's worth it and to see, okay, is it luck? Is it skill? And again, might Uber or Lyft rideshare be the move in 2026? Now, this is interesting because we're actually going to fast forward straight to the earnings here. And I mean, you'll see, brace yourself for these earnings. This is pretty surprising.
Today I'm going to show you how much I made in 1 week driving for Uber in London. Keep in mind that this is my first week of doing Uber ever.
First week rideshare.
Okay, so let's start with the first day, which is Monday. 15 trips
on a Monday.
Driving time,
we don't get the time
5 hours
here.
and 39 minutes, which is actually 7-8 hours out.
So that's a little bit different than what I see. I'm here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in the US, and shout outs to Nick here driving in London. My profile says just online time, like the entire time when I'm online. So London, it says drive time. And others that noted in the comment section of this video say like, yeah, that's not your online time. So if you're driving in another marketplace, certainly maybe international, keep that in mind. If this is what's called active time on different platforms, like depends, they call it different things sometimes, but drive time is not online time. So we're going to calculate based on, he said, generally it's about 10% more versus his drive time and his online time. But at least for this video, we'll use what we got here.
144 pounds and 33 pence.
So on a Monday, and again, I'm really curious when Nick went out here. This is equivalent about $189 US and 42 cents at the time of filming this video. So what we're going to do here, let's take a look at this. 189.42 divided by 5. We'll just round up to 5 3/4 hours. That would be $32.94. So, well, how about this? We also calculate, let's do 189.42 divided by trips. Like how much is he making per trip? So divided by 15 trips, that is $12.63 per trip. Now, I mean, that's converted to US dollars here. We are comparing London. I'm coming to you, of course, from the US here. I mean, that seems pretty good to me. He said that like that's not even like that amazing. I want you to average $1.75 paid out per mile on any gig app. That's like, you know, okay, I'm doing all right. Ideally, $2 to $3 plus per mile. Now, we don't have the mileage here. I'm curious about that as well, but let's at least look at the gross earnings that we have here. I want you to average about $7 per offer because you can only do 2 to 4 offers per hour. Yes, it depends on niche and marketplace, but if you figure 2 to 3, 4 an hour, then you're making our goal of $20 to $25 plus. So if Nick is averaging 12 plus per trip here, and what was the hourly? Like 30 something per hour on a Monday, but we're to continue into Tuesday here. It's his first week. Consider that. What might happen in your first week on any app?
Now,
think about it.
this is not the best, but this is not bad as well. Yeah, let's see the second day, Tuesday. Driving time, 3 hours and 27 minutes.
Again, he estimated about 4 hours of online
And I
time.
made
Active time, about 3.5.
81 pound and 39 pence.
Converts to about $106.79. So if we take that divided by 3.5, he's making only $30.51 per hour US. And then he is doing 80 rounded, 1780 per trip.
I had 16 trips. Driving time, 6 hours and 48 minutes. And I made 170 pounds and 29 pence.
So let's look at Wednesday. $223.44. I'm actually gonna, we'll just say 6 3/4 hours. We'll use the active time here. Again, it's gonna be around 7 hours, 7 hours and 15 minutes, because he said generally it's about 10% more here for online time. 33.10 an hour US. And then how about the per trip here? Divided by 16 trips. 13.97 per trip. Okay, let's stop here. So we've seen consistent $30 an hour days on, well, Uber might be different than food delivery. Like people are taking trips all throughout the week, possibly. London, big metro area. Compare that to your marketplace, but still like $12 to $13 trips doing consistently $30 an hour. Curious about the mileage there, but on the surface level, that's pretty insane. And wait till you see the rest of the week here and hang with me to the end of the video. I need to propose a very critical question for you.
Driving time,
it's
7
even
hours
more
and
money.
48 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like maybe 9 hours, 10 hours outside.
Well, hold on. Okay. That's more than 10%. In the comments, he said generally it's about 10% more active versus online. 748 active, and he said this could have been 9 or 10 hours online time. So again, food for thought that will bring the hourly down a little bit. That day was $305.12, or let's just say 7 3/4 hours, $39.37 per hour. Now, even if it was like the 10 hours, like 10 hours online time, he's still doing $30.51 per hour. So 372. And what's kind of interesting, he must have driven during the day. So let's divide that by 10 hours. Yeah, 37 an hour, ridiculous. So I won't tell you how much. I'll leave my Halloween rideshare video linked in the description. But I mean, what was that? 372. I mean, go watch that video. All I'm saying is he might have driven a little bit earlier in the day. I don't know how popular Halloween is in London. Saturday. So we're looking at 284.36. Or let's just say 7 hours, $40 an hour. Crazy. And for 24 trips, 1185 rounded. Let's finish it out here though.
And I think I made as well 20 pound cash this week.
Yeah, a little bit of cash tip. Okay.
I made a total of 1,248 pound and 66 pence.
$1,600. So $1,639.34 equivalent USD divided by 44, we'll just say in a half hours, is over the entire week averaging $36.84 per hour. Now let's take the per trip here. Averaging again over the entire week $13.38 per trip. Remember, I'm like trying to get you to average at least $7. He's almost doubling that. Now, remember, this is showing drive time. So 44 hours. Actually, let's say this would be like, what do you think? We could say maybe 50. So let's take the gross revenue, $1,639.34 divided by, let's just say 50 hours, still $32.79 per hour. But my question, and people put this down below in the comments of his video. Yeah, but Uber and frankly other apps are just gonna send you the best offers when you first sign up to make you happy. Hey, this Uber thing's fantastic. And then eventually the offers are gonna get worse and worse. My question to you is like, do you think that's a thing? Do you think that's real? And or have you experienced that? Have you signed up for a gig app, really any gig app, and found that to be the case? Now, certainly that's anecdotal, and I have never, as someone who helps you make money in different side hustles, consider subscribing. And like this video, our First Shift series looks at other gig workers to help you learn what works and what doesn't work. I've never seen anything in any kind of support article, app notification that would ever indicate that something in the algorithm is attuned better when you first sign up. And then the macro question, answer that question, number one. But number two, hey, kind of what we started with, is Uber worth it? And you can extend this to Lyft as well, rideshare. Well, Nick drove a full week here, averaging crazy numbers. How? So he's in London, again, a huge metro marketplace. So as you know, it's a lot of market dependence. If you're in a big city, but still, even being in a big city, they don't have enough drivers, there you go. There might be more opportunities. We don't see the pay breakdown of, okay, I would think that a good percent of this is some kind of surge pay, Boost Plus pay, Quest incentives. We didn't see any of that. I mean, yeah, it might be like London is a superbly tipping marketplace. I feel like, the tipping culture is even like here in the US. So I would imagine this is not from tips, it's from bonus pay. So will Nick in London be able to maintain these absolutely insane numbers? Is there just a great market opportunity here? Is there a great market opportunity in your marketplace for rideshare? What do you think?